Hi everyone, welcome back to the Violin Build, and today I'm going to be working on the scroll, finishing up these last turns. I'm not sure if I'll get all the way into the eye, but I'll try to get around at least part way around. And off camera I kind of thinned out the wood a little bit in these areas. It was a little thick there, so I scooped it a little bit, but it needs some more scooping, which I'll do on camera later. And so that's what's coming up right after this brief intro. I will mention, so once you use compass points to mark out the width around up to this area, there's no template really for continuing the line around. So what I did is I measured a violin scroll, and it's right at 25 or maybe 23 millimeters, depending on which violin you measure. A distance between these two lines, this width right here is I made it 25 initially. I may thin it down to like 23, but about even with the center of the narrowest part of the scroll. Will be about 20. Well, initially I've got to mark at 25, and then I just mark a pencil line from the compass circle here around to that mark, and I'll continue a saw cut around to there, and that will allow me to remove the excess wood in that area. And so I'm going to try to get around probably at least that far in this video. Maybe I'll go farther. We'll see. I've got a new violin making tool that I'll show you in just a moment, right before I start working on that. And also I have some new clip-ons. Hopefully those will work better than the big bulky Optivisor. And so anyway, I'm going to get started, so stay tuned. And I've decided to use this new violin maker tool that I just got for the more delicate cuts around the scroll. If you can see that. So I'll be using that to kind of chop off the excess. I'll switch over to the knife because I think the chisel or the gouge that I was using is making the iPhone go out of focus. So this probably works better anyway. So as you can see, the walls of the scroll are angled outwards like that versus being perpendicular like that. If I can demonstrate. So at some point they will end up perpendicular like that rather than out at an angle. But initially I do the angle And the main reason, as I mentioned once in an earlier video, the main reason, if you try to go straight perpendicular to begin with, you run the risk of accidentally going in at an undercut angle like that, which you don't want to do. So I'm leaving plenty of excess. You can see excess in here, and the angled saw cuts. At this point, I'm going to go from here around to that, I think I said that was 25 millimeters from here all the way to here. So what's that, 12 and a half from the center line. And then from there I'll just spiral on around. But that's as far as I'm going to go on this side for right now. And I'll continue. I'll do the same thing on this side.